Hello everybody, welcome to War Thunder, and welcome to my new British 6.7 lineup. I was taking these tanks out to see if they had been ruined by the recent changes to their battle ratings. In conclusion, I can say that they are up to the same old shenanigans they've always been up to, especially the FV4202, which was the prototype for the Chieftain tank, which can still face Tiger 1s. Balance? Of course it is, it's British. However, as I was taking them out, I was in quite a few 7.7 games in which the effectiveness of these tanks becomes slightly limited. So bear that in mind once you unlock them or when you play them out. So, what is in my lineup is the Tortoise, the A39 Tortoise, which we all know and love, the OG big thick boy. I also have the STRV 81 because I don't think there's any point now taking the the Centurion Mark III out over it because it's the same thing, but it comes with ATGMs, which have crazy amounts of penetration, so I see no reason why I would take the Centurion Mark III out over it. So as you saw in the gameplay in the background, I got shot in the turret, which, good luck. Nothing's going to go through your turret. I think you've got about 240mm of armour all round it, except on the top. If you shoot round a breach or on the top of the turret here on the FV4202, you will probably go through, and I make a disgusting shot into the Tiger 1. You will pen some crazy angles, but thankfully that's not one of them. Not sure where that shot goes, sort of just goes into the ether, and I get shot in the turret again. Kills the freeze, it bounces. At this battle rating, I'm really just facing Tiger 1s, and where did that shot go? Please tell me. He shoots me, ha ha ha, scrub. The other one gets the right idea and starts shooting me in the track. So here I get a shot into the ammunition and the Tiger explodes. I get shot once again by this Jagdpanzer, bounces, and I just put a shot straight through his upper front plate and take out his whole crew. So with 6 seconds left on my repair, I'm just checking around looking at my flanks because I saw there had been a Tiger which crossed over earlier, which I now thought was this one, which I had just got a lovely crit into. So I'm pushing up here because FV4202 invincible. When it's at its proper battle rating, it is a bit of a piss take. You are a fully stabilised 84mm, absolute monstrosity. So here I push up onto the Tiger, take a shot. He takes out my loader and driver, which he didn't realise I wasn't fully reloaded yet, because if he had stayed out here and shot me again in my lower frontal plate, he would have killed me. So I put a really crap shot into his MG port, angle at the last second to bounce his shell, and I push up towards him to the point where he can't depress his gun far enough. So I put a shot in here, which should have penetrated in my opinion, but since I'm now pushed up so far to him he can't depress his barrel enough to hit my hull, he has to shoot my turret, which he cannot penetrate. So at this point he sort of gives up and gives me an easy shot into him and take out his driver and gunner and the remainder of his crew. So at this point of the battle, I am thinking to myself that I should probably push up and do a bit of roaming around these areas, because I can see on the mini-map there are very few players who aren't spawn pushing. Yeah, we'll call it spawn pushing. So as I drive down this street, I manage to see a tank crossing it, and I decide to chase it until I catch a glimpse of it around the other side of a building. So here I see a Tiger, put a shot into him, just to miss the ammo rack by a couple of pixels, and he drives off in his Speedy Boy tank. So as I bust through this wall like the Kool-Aid man I am, I see the other Tiger driving from right to left out the very corner of my screen, but I get a shot into his turret, my bad, and take out his loader. Not the shot I was hoping for, but it is APDS, so what can I say? The APDS that this tank fires is the same as all the 20-pounder guns. It has 285mm of penetration at close range, and personally I have to say this is my favourite APDS shell in-game, apart from maybe the British 120mm, and of course excluding the APFSDS. But I find that it is more effective than the 105 APDS, which is quite really just astounding to me, because it's obviously a smaller shell, but, you know, balance, haha. Sorry. So as I killed that tiger, you saw the kill assist from the tiger I shot in the turret, so sorry that was a bit confusing, but I did manage to get the kill on the tiger I shot in the back, and that's something you can do with this tank. If you shoot anything straight on from the engine block, you will one-shot it. There's nothing they can do about it. All the fragmentation and shit that comes off this shell when you shoot it through the engine just shreds the crew members, which is really horrible when you think about it, but it's just a game, so we shan't overthink. So I was going to talk a little bit about the FV4202. It is a now 6.7 British medium tank. It's fully stabilised, not very mobile. It has a horsepower to ton ratio of 26.3, which is very good. However, you have a max speed of 35 kilometers an hour. You come with a stock round of APCBC, I think? Let me just check that. You come with a APCBC stock, yeah, which has 50 rounds of ammunition, and your gun has vertical guidance of -10 up to +20 degrees of gun elevation. Okay guys, sorry I had to cut the FV4202 footage down just a little bit there, but I thought it would be better to keep the commentary relevant to what's on the screen at the moment. So this is the STRV, or the Stridsvagn 81. It is a 6.7 British medium tank, except it's not really British. This is actually a Swedish tank, which is hence the Stridsvagn title. So this tank comes with the exact same gun and almost the exact same characteristics as the FV4202. So I thought I would just show off the bullshit. So I coughed there. Thought I'd show off the balanced gameplay, I meant to say, that this tank can give you. So you have the exact same gun, exact same rounds, similar hull armour, although you will get penetrated a lot more because there is a lesser angle. But the turret is an absolute monster of a turret. I have yet to see any 90mm Heat FS penetrate this thing reliably. So you're probably asking me, what are those massive missile-shaped dildos hanging off the side of your turret? And the answer to that is they are ATGMs. They are, in fact, anti-tank guided missiles at 6.7. Does this seem totally reasonable? Yeah, I thought so. This is extremely balanced. They only have 600mm of penetration at any range, which, as you know, is hardly anything. So really, these things, they can't even penetrate like a BT-5 or other similarly armoured light vehicles. So anyway, I'm going to stop complaining about the balancing issues around this game, but here we are, we're pushing up into the point. I got a nice shot into a tiger earlier in the game, so I just popped some smoke because I'm always very paranoid about people who are hiding out in the town. So using my binos here, I see the panther, and using the hardened teabag shell, I go straight through his upper frontal plate and take out the driver and gunner. So I can also see the STA-2 through the logs, so I tried to take a shot at him, but nothing can go through logs, so it just doesn't do anything. Take another shot of a panther, yet again taking out his driver and gunner brutally. So I'm just focusing here at the STA-2, and at this point in the game I was getting a little bit pissed off because I didn't realise you couldn't shoot through logs in War Thunder. You can shoot through buildings, but oh boy, no logs. So I take another shot at him, gets eaten by more logs. Very balanced, log better than tank. So now I'm pushing into the point, and because I know I've got the upper hand, I'm pretty much confident he won't be able to penetrate me with his Heat FS because I'm at an angle, and bam, straight shot into his ammunition. Very quick death, very humane, definitely the reason behind it, but At the moment, I am just capturing the A point, and I'm going to be holding this place down. So, as you can see, the British 6.7 lineup is fucking brutal. You can decimate enemies, even up to 7.7. The STRV-81 or the Centurion Mark III, they absolutely crap on 7.7 medium tanks. And here, can't knock over logs, can't drive over logs. Logs OP. Gaijin, please nerf. So I thought it would only be fitting for me to include some CAS into my 6.7 review. This is the attacker, the Wyvern S4, which I use in my 6.7 lineup. So this thing comes with 3 £1,000 bombs. I'm coming down to drop them on this IS-1. I overshot it just a tiny bit, and very strong armour blocks it entirely. But luckily I'm able to take out his tracks, so he's completely immobile, and I'm able to drop my next bomb very accurately. The Wyvern S4 is probably one of my favourite attacking planes. Well, not ever, but for the British at least. You get either 16 RP3s, which used to be, pardon me, extremely potent, but now they just sort of ping off anything. Or you can carry 16 AP Mark 1 rockets, which are entirely useless. Or you can take out the loadout I use, the 3 £1,000 bombs, which you get 2 drops of. Unfortunately it's not free, but hey, you can't complain too much. And these are enough to take out any tank. And here you can see me with my potato aim again. Haven't used the 20 mils in ages, and I'm using stealth belt, so I've got no idea where my shots are going. But I figure out the trajectory soon enough here, and manage to light up this IL-2. Oh, it's an IL-2M. I called that out wrong, my apologies. So here you can see the B-25, it looks like, that's shooting at me. So I come round, intercept him, do a little bit of scissor, get on his 6, and just in a moment I line up some nice shots into his fuselage. But he's an American bomber, and you know the damage models for these things are a bit ridiculous. So I only hit him about 2,000 million times, and he dies. So quick cut back to here, because he shot me and I was embarrassed and didn't want to show it on film. He pilot sniped me from like 0.5k out. Very balanced. So I spawn back up in my Wyvern again, and I see him coming in for a revenge kill, being the non-revengeful person I am. See, he gets lit on fire, but that's not good enough for me. He needs to burn and die. So here he goes. I'm shredding his plane, and finally managed to saw his wing off. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.